How to add a login and registration pop-up plug on WooCommerce. Hello guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can add a pop-up plug of registration form and your login pop-up on your WooCommerce website. So without any delay, let's get into the video. So first of all, you have to understand what is a registration form and a sign in and login pop-up plug. So it is basically whenever someone opens up your website, you ask them to sign in or register themselves onto your website. So for that, you need a basically pop-up option for them to sign in and log in, or to register themselves accordingly. And when you are creating a website on WooCommerce, you don't just get a pop-up plugin. You basically have to add a different kind of plugin for that, and you have to create your registration or login form on that. So it is that easy. You don't have to go through any hassle, and you can just go on to your WooCommerce website and you can just go on to your plugins and you can add that plugin. So right here I have my WordPress dashboard, and I'm hosting my WooCommerce on my WordPress. So it is basically integrated. So you have to come on to your dashboard of your WordPress, and here you can see this is my basic dashboard. In here you have to find, as you can see here, this is my WooCommerce, and whenever you add that extension on your WordPress, it will be directly integrated into your WooCommerce as well. So what you need to do is you have to go on to your plugins, and you can see here your plugins right here, and you have to click on this option which says add new, and then you have to click on that. The important part of adding that specific plugin is that because whenever a person approaches your website and they are basically going through and roaming around to find information, you basically ask them to sign in or log in. It basically reminds them that they have to sign in or log in or register themselves. So they basically go on and do that. What you can also do is you can give them an option to sign in according to sign in with their Google IDs and sign in with their Gmails that they're already using, and it will make the whole sign-in process so easy for them that they're very likely to do that. What will that happen to you is basically you will have more customers, you will have more subscribers to your website, and in turn you will basically, whenever you want to send any kind of email through like about sales or about new products or everything, then every person that has registered themselves on your website will get that, and that will generate more audience for you. So that's why you need to add these kind of plugins into your website, so to make it more attractive, to make the whole user experience more good. So after that, after coming on to your plugins, what you need to do is you need to find a plugin that I'm going to tell you. That plugin name is basically Ultimate Member. Okay, so here you can see this is the plugin that I was looking for. It is named Ultimate Member User Profile, User Registration, Login and Membership plugin. So you can also go on and you can install it, and there are a couple of different plugins available as well. This is Better Messages. It is also a good plugin. Ultimate Member Recaptcha, Ultimate Member Online Users. Like, there are a lot of plugins that you can use also, but I'm going to use this one because it is the best among them. It has 200,000 plus active installations. It was last updated 1 month ago, and it is compatible with my version of WordPress. So it is really good plugin, and I'm going to use that. So you can continue with that, or you can just go on and continue with any other plugin that you have that you want to add, and you can just go on with that, but I would recommend this one. So here you can see this is the Ultimate Member, and it is by Ultimate Member. So you have to make this clear that it should be by Ultimate Member. So this is the #1 plugin for front end users profiles, user registration and login form. So I'm just going to click on this option which says install now, and you have to install the specific plugin onto your WordPress. After it's installed, you need to click on this option which says activate. You have to activate this plugin by choosing this option, and it will be activated, and it will take you to this specific plugin and the dashboard of this plugin, and then you will be able to continue with building your own form. So here you can see this is basically your plugin right here. This is Ultimate Member, and here you have your dashboard, your settings, your forms, your user roles and member directories. So what you need to do is I'm just going to click on this option which says forms, and I'm going to create a form for myself. I will integrate into my website. This is basically the registration form. So after opening up the forms, here you can see this is the form. This is a default registration form, default login. You have a default profile, so you can continue with these are published on different times, so you can continue with any of these forms, but I'm not going to use that because I'm not going to create a new form for myself. For creation of a new form, what you need to do is you have to go up and you have to come in here, and you can see, okay, so this is basically, you can just come on here and you can see this is the default registration form, this is default login and default profile. So they have given you all the samples of these three kind of forms. So what you need to do is you have to click on this option which says edit, and you can continue with you can edit that specific form, and you can make it you can choose some options that are available, and you can also remove the options that are available according to your own needs. So this is basically the default registration form. You can click on add new option option right here as well, but you can continue with that and you can change it as well. So now first of all you need to choose your form type. I have chosen a registration form. You can continue with the profile form or login form, it's up to you. Then you have your form builder. So here you can see this is the one column form builder. If you want 2 columns, it will be something like this. If you want 3 columns, it will be something like this. So I'm just going to go on with the one column as it is. Then they have different options. You have your username, you have your first name, your last name, your email address, and your password. So these are all the things that are required for my registration process when I'm going to add it into my website. Now if you want to add a new row, I'm just going to click on this options and this row will be added. In this row you can just add different content. Like for example, I want to add a D field. You can just click on that and the field manager will open up. So this is basically how you can add different fields. These are the predefined fields, like you can just go on and add in as they are, and these are the setup new field. Like for example, if you want to add a drop down, you can just click on that and then you'll be able to select these different drop downs. For example, I'm going to select a multi-select and then I'll be able to add a new field in that multi-select option. For example, the title, what is going to be the title of my multi-select? I have to add a meta key, I have to add a help text, I have to add default value, edit choices, visibility, view everywhere, privacy, minimum number of sections and everything. So you have to basically go through each and every field and you can create a new field for yourself. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to choose something from my predefined fields. For example, I want username is already added, password is added, first name is added, last name is added, email is added. So what else do I need? Let's say I want them to add their Skype ID. Skype ID is right here. Now what I need to add else, let's say I want them to add their mobile numbers. That is basically something that I want to have while I have customers to register themselves. So these let's say these are all the mandatory fields that they have to fill in, but these are all the optional fields. Like if they want to add their Skype ID, they can just go on and add it. If they want to add their phone number, they can just go on and add it. But if they don't add it, then they won't be able to, the registration process won't stop and they will still be able to register themselves, but these are all the optional fields. So this is how you can create a form. After you have done creating the form, this is you can basically come on and drag it if you want to change this row from this to this. Like if you want to bring that up and this down, so you can just go on and do that and then you'll be able to continue. So this is basically the form. If you want to duplicate something, this is the option right here. After that, here you can see you have some options right here. You have your create. If you want to here you will be able to delete or update the form that you have been creating. Then you have your short code. Then you have your customize this form. If you want to customize, apply custom settings to this form, you can just go on and click on yes, and you can customize it, like assign role to form. You can assign different roles to form, like editor, author, or something like that. Then you have your template. This is the default template and you don't have any option in that right now. Then you have your width, your field icons, your primary button text is register, and your show secondary button. You don't have any secondary button. If you want to show any secondary button, you can just click on yes and then you can create a secondary button for yourself. Then you have your privacy enable on this form. If you want to enable the privacy on this form, you can just go on and click on yes. I don't want to enable it, so I'm just going to click on let it be no. And then you have your form right here. After you have done everything, you can just click on this live preview and you can see what how your form is going to look. Okay, so now you can just click on this update option and your form will be updated and you'll be able to continue to integrate this into your WooCommerce. So that was it for today's video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any query, you can just comment it down in the comment section below and I will try to get back to you guys. Until then, take good care of yourself and please give this video a big thumbs up and bye-bye.